I was blessed to have two sons, right? And I learned early on in their training and upbringing that I had to become advocates for them because there was a prison to pipeline established. I learned very early that as a mother of African American, so-called African American sons, they were on the endangered species list. And I'm not exaggerating. I mean, for the check boxes of what qualifies an animal to be on the endangered species list, I saw that my sons were in alignment for that. And again, I speak to this by design because this was what I began to see. You know, when you're going through, like you talk about grandma and grandpa, and we do what was handed down to us. We don't ask no questions. We get the job. You know, we went through junior achievement. We're going to have the careers, and we are being trained to work for corporate America, to be corporate slaves, right? Nobody told us about having businesses and imagining ourselves in that space, right? How to balance a checkbook. But to the point of the conversation tonight, I've sang in the prison. That became when I began to see what they were doing to my brothers. I took my talent and I went to CIC. I went to Pendleton. I went down to the Wheeler Mission. I went to the places where my brothers had fallen. All right, and that was because I knew the importance of the feminine energy. You asked me, so I'm telling you. I knew the importance of the feminine energy in the lives of the masculine circles, right? The hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. I was blessed and privileged to be at home with my children, all right? But I came from a long line of strong black women that were heads of households. And if they were at home, that was because they had retired now and they were taking care of the children in the family for all my others that worked, right? But I was blessed to be at home. But here's the point I'm going to make in this conversation for tonight's purpose. I had a mindset. I didn't understand it then like I do now. But I had a mindset and I understood that if my family was going to be strong, if my family was going to be surviving, it was going to be because I had to change how I saw myself in partnership with that male counterpart of mine, right? Because one of the things that we've lost and where we are today is that thing, that family, right? So when we get back to our natural mind, we get back to our right mind, we start doing like Nate is doing, caring about. He's showing how the village has to take care. Even though it's a different path that they're on, we still have to come and rally around the village. And so that's my take on it. The feminine energy has to get back in her place and nurture. Amen.